Looking out there today, it's starting off not too bad, but already a little warm outside.
Yeah, and it's going to get a bit warmer and a bit faster today. Going to continue this little trend of warming things up just a little bit each day. More of us starting a little higher in the 60s this morning. More of us going to get a little higher in the 80s this afternoon. Wouldn't surprise me at all to see a few spots give 90 a sniff today, and I think we've got better chances for that over the next couple. I see showers off to our west. Boy, parts of Texas and Louisiana have been just inundated with rain for the past couple of days, as an area of lower pressure is stuck there because there's an area of higher pressure stuck off to our north. And as long as we're under the influence of that bubble of higher pressure, none of that juice out to our west can get here. So instead of talking about rain chances or even a changing forecast, we talk about more and more of the same for several more days. So it's going to be a continuation of the weather we've been having. It's 64 right now in Thomasville. It's 66 degrees in Valdosta. In Tallahassee, we're at 69 degrees, and there is a pretty good breeze from the east. It's going to limit any fog that tries to form out there this morning, so no visibility concerns coming up for us. 68 in Marianna, 67 in Perry, it's 66 at Lafayette. The cool spot right now, Homerville, where it's just 61. I still see a 74, by the way, at Apalachicola, and there's still pretty good breeze out there in many spots out of the east, noticeable enough. So fog, not an issue. A little bit of a breeze might even make it feel a little less warm outside than it actually is, and it will also transport in just enough low-level moisture to give us a couple of those puffy white clouds. But the story is going to be the same. While there's a bunch of rain off to our west, it can't get here, and very little is changing for us over the next several days, especially not with that big bubble of high pressure reasserting itself and the way the upper level winds are positioned to see that ridge continue to get stronger. All the while, we stay with more sunshine than clouds, and we have very limited chances to get any rain around here. An isolated sprinkle or two, thanks to that east fetch. All right, it can happen, but for most of us, we're going to just cook up a few puffy white clouds, and all the while, we are going to continue watching those temperatures climb both mornings and afternoons. On the Gulf today, if you own or operate the small craft, be advised that breeze out of the east at the 24 knots, that's enough to make things a little extra bouncy out there for the boaters. We finish up the low tides a little after 4, so it'll be high tides next, but not until after 9. 60s and 70s, let's call it partly cloudy. Sunrise 6:41 this morning, and I think we're going to continue the partly cloudy and probably have a pretty good chance to get real close to 90 this afternoon. Tonight it's more upper 60s. It's still partly cloudy, and we're doing the same old for the next couple of mornings, next couple of afternoons. I think those top temperatures are going to start getting into the 90s. If we don't get there today, then we've got a real good chance to get there tomorrow and Friday and Saturday. And notice, not just barely getting to 90, but starting to break 90 and starting to climb even higher into the 90s as we head into the early part of next week. Also notice no change in those shower chances, 20% or less for the next several days. That means all those thirsty lawns, gardens, and greens stay thirsty.